Hello, welcome everyone to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, as we'll see the best and the brightest young players in the NBA face off. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And before we get underway here, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Steve Kerr.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's the first meeting of the year between these teams, so he told me today is mainly a feeling out process, trying to identify strengths and weaknesses. We'll see how quickly they get a feel for this opponent. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. An All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Game, huh?
It'll be the Stars off the tip.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Now a look at the Stars starting lineup. D'Angelo Russell out there with Booker. And there's Porzingis. And there's Embiid. And it's Simmons in at the three.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
This really has become one of the signatures. The elites will go with a different look here. Okafor is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bobby Portis comes in for Saric. Richardson, he's checked in for Hield. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Dunn. Then for the Stars, Bender, he's checked in for Embiid. Brown comes in for Simmons. And Lewis subbed in for Devin Booker.
And how about the skill from Perez down on the block, working hard inside and getting the contact in the process.
First free throw is good.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
And both free throws good for Lewis. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Richardson for three. Not going to go that time. Now the Stars take it the other way. And Porzingis, here we go. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Elites trail by 4. Passes it to Mudiay. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. In the corner, it's Ingram. From downtown, down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Now here's Lewis. Count it.
And for a guy who hasn't been able to get a ton of minutes this season, great that he's had a chance to show off his skill set here tonight.
And he does have some skills to show off. I mean, his opportunity for more playing time is going to come soon enough. He just has to stay patient.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Elbow shot, and he hits the jump shot. Lewis has got 6 points.
And that's how you shoot it from mid-range. Perez just nailing the shot with ease.
Ingram kicks to Okafor, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Stars with the lead. Russell passes to Lewis. From 10 feet out, count that one. He's got 8.
Man, I like to see Perez get aggressive inside. Really determined to score when he gets that close to the rim.
That's good from Moutier on the assist by Okafor. And that ties it up. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses, Clark, are clicking. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And welcome back to the Rising Stars Challenge, a showcase for the up-and-coming stars of the NBA.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And here's the elites on the floor for the Stars. Lewis in a two-guard. Bender out there with Simmons. Then it's Johnson, and it's LeVert in at the one spot. Hield with the bucket.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Now here's Johnson. Dishes it to Lewis. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And the elites with some changes. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Okafor, and it's done in for Moutier. The elites leading. The pass to Hield. Done with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And again, it's the elites with a three.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
They get the rebound, and they pick up 2. 9 points for Ben Simmons.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length extremely well when he's crashing the glass.
Hield can't hit. The Stars trail by 3. Lewis outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Bender. And both free throws good for Lewis.
And, you know, Prez isn't a guy who's just demanding of himself, but he's also demanding of his teammates, too.
Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. 8 points for Buddy Hield.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the elites.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Shoots off the left rim and out.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And Dunn over to help. That one falls. Now just a 1-point elite lead.
I love how Prez works through the contact, really demonstrating superb focus on his shot despite getting roughed up some.
Simmons dishes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And the Stars leading by 3. And Simmons kicks to Lewis. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Excellent game we've seen from Prez. 12 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
That free throw missing, and it's a completely new group for the Elites. And then for the Stars, Porzingis is checked in for Simmons. Brown comes in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for LeVert. He hits the second from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Porzingis with the steal, and they're on the break. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Moutier kicks to Sarge. Picked by Okafor. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Lewis. Throws up. And a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
And the Elites decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
The Stars making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Welcome back, everyone. The Elites making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Then for the Stars, Bender, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Johnson comes in for Porzingis. And Lewis subbed in for Booker. Ingram is out there with Towns. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Dunn. And it's Hield in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the game right now for the Elites. And out of bounds as the Stars gain possession. LeVert's checked in for the Stars. The Stars trailing. There's the feed to Lewis. And the rebound goes to the Elites. Hield the pass to Dunn. And the call will be against Prez. That is his first foul of the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Leans, and it's denied.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Here's LeVert, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Dunn over to help. Lewis passes to LeVert. It's good. This game is all even.
And sort of a revelation this season. He's quickly established himself as one of the league's top young players.
And that's always impressive to see because there were a lot of people who had their doubts about him. But he seems to thrive on proving those people wrong, and he's off to a good start.
And the basket by Johnson.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And here's the Stars. It's a one-point game. There's the screen. Pass to LeVert. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And the Elites will go with a different look here. Okafor is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Portis comes in for Ingram. Richardson, he's checked in for Hield. And Emmanuel Moutier subbed in for Dunn. The Stars also with the sub. Brown's checked in. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. .130 left in the third. On the wing, Brown. Bender dishes to Lewis. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Lewis has got 17 now.
Even when contested, Prez buries these interior shots. He's got a high motor, and he's got a lot of confidence in his ability to score.
Now here's Moutier. Here's Okafor, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against the Stars. The Elites have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And some changes here for the Elites. Saric comes in for Jokic, and it's Ingram in for Bobby Portis. The Stars also with the sub. Devin Booker, he's checked in for LeVert.
I'll tell you what, coming straight to the NBA after just 1 year at Duke, Okafor making an immediate impact in the NBA.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that. There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And Booker kicks to Lewis. Trying to get open is Johnson. Lewis misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Bender. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Lewis gets the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys. You saw that
And
one
that's
pop.
key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Moutier. He dishes it to Ingram. Pulls it up. And he knocks down the jumper. 14 points for him.
Concentration level, worthy of respect when you look at Ingram, how he maintains that concentration at all times.
Here's Lewis. That's short off the rim.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And we now return to the Rising Stars Challenge, a great night for young fans and the best young players in the NBA.
Oh, to be young and athletic, just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
And not as many turnovers as we often.
Sarge is checked in for Ingram. Then for the Stars, Porzingis comes in for Brown. And Lewis subbed in for Booker. On the floor for the Stars, Lewis in at shooting guard. Porzingis is out there with Simmons. Then there's Embiid, and it's Russell in at the point guard position. Lewis hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Lewis has got 23 points.
And Prez is the last guy you want to let get hot if you are the defense. When he's scoring like this, the D is in trouble.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. The Elites again can't hit it. Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by the Elites.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Count it, and the Stars' lead has been cut down to 10 in the bucket from Okafor.
Really love how assured Okafor is close to the rim. Great confidence when he catches the ball inside. And he's extremely polished with his back to the basket.
And out of bounds as the Elites gain possession. Ingram, he's checked in for the Elites. Dunn comes in for Emmanuel Moutier. The Elites running out of time. Now, here's Dunn. Here's Ingram. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. So it's the Stars now. Lewis down low. It's hauled in by Saric. Here's the Elites with the ball. And it's Dunn in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Gotta put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside. Just an exceptional score.
Now here's Lewis. Guarded closer. The layup missed.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Here's Hield. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And once again off the mark by the Stars. Here's the Elites. They trail by 7. And it's Ingram missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And that's why teams work so hard to get the ball inside, to create those high percentage looks and keep the buckets flowing.
And the Elites call time here. They're behind by 9. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home just like the players are. There's nothing they can do to salvage this one right now. Let's go. Get out of here. Game done.
He summed it up.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think we need to comment after that.
Adios. A 3 off the inbound. No good that time. So the Stars end up winning it.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight, and we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez. He took control in the first half, gave his teammates a lot of confidence, which ultimately they rode to victory here tonight.
Very solid from the floor tonight. Hit on over half of his shot attempts, so he was able to push the action but still be efficient. The team rode that effort all the way to the bank.
Well, as Dr. O'Neal predicted, I knew he'd be the star of the Rising Stars Challenge this year. Told you that 10 times already, Kenny. So much great young talent on the floor, but this kid stole the show with the display he put on.
And that'll do it for our coverage of the Rising Stars game. For Kenny Smith right there, for Shaquille O'Neal right there, for Kevin Harlan over there, and the entire 2K Sports crew, they're everywhere. I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.
So, first of all, I guess I should probably ask you, do you mind if I continue with the president theme?
Oh, yeah, whatever you want, man. It's your show.
All right, great. So, Mr. President, you're about halfway through your first NBA season. Are the pressures and the back-to-backs getting to you yet?
Oh, man, I mean, it's definitely a transition. I wouldn't say it's getting to me, though. I mean, I have such great teammates who help keep me focused.
Speaking of teammates, I want to talk a little bit about this orange juice thing you have with Justice.
Oh, it's not a thing, man. It's orange juice. It's a feeling. It's a moment. It's us.
So it's like the Quan, like a Jerry Maguire thing.
What? Who?
Man, I am old. Never mind. I think I get it. I'll send you a copy of the movie.
Okay, yeah.
But seriously, how long before you're in the conversation with Curry, Durant, LeBron? I mean, that has to be a goal, right?
I mean, I would love to be in the conversation with those guys, you know? I don't know. I feel like really my only goal is just to fulfill my potential so that when I leave, when I stop playing basketball, I don't have any regrets, you know? But for team, speaking about our team, the only thing that's important to me is winning. And I feel like I'm really lucky to have a guy like Justice on the squad. Feel like we're really building some special dynamic. And I have no doubts no doubts, I said it here live on your TV show first, that we are going to be a really strong force in this league.
I think you're going to be right about that. Best of luck to you, man.
All right, man.
Mm.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for doing this.
Yeah, anytime.
No doubts.
Did they get that?